we are going to watch Fat Files, Most Gangster Pizza CEO, Little Caesars. I'm so curious on where this is going to go. So let's go.
I started looking into this company because it was a staple in my childhood growing up poor, and I like cheap pizza, and boy, did it take some unexpected turns.
Oh.
Today we're talking about Little Caesars Pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two types of people on the planet. There are people that like Little Caesars, and there's people that lack critical thinking skills.
I'm in the first camp. Who's in the second? I'm very curious.
Buh! Little Caesars is not good pizza. Buh! Okay, nobody said it was. They said it was hot, ready, and it cost $5, okay? Nobody in their right mind is walking into Little Caesars, seeing an entire case of already cooked pizzas that are hot, ready, and cost $5, and are thinking to themselves, wow, I bet that pizza is absolutely delicious, okay? And if you think...
No. I mean, they're okay pizzas. They're basically just the pizzas you... Mom likes Little Caesars, yeah. Like, they're literally pizzas you would find down the pizza aisle that are satisfactory, good to go, simple pizzas, nothing to write home about. But you know what? It's a $5 pizza. It's easy, it's cheap, and it's good to go. They're only good day of. The minute they're cold, inedible. Not true. You can revive a Little Caesars pizza, I think. I've done it before. Poor man's pizza. That's yummy. Exactly.
that, guess what? I've got a dress shirt to sell you.
Hi, Sean. How you doing? Wait, you got a dress shirt to sell me? Wait, what? I'm listening.
That I wore while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon, which is...
Never mind, I'm good. I like Little Caesars. Yeah, good. We got people that have critical thinking skills. Oh yeah, this is the first. By the way, what he's talking about, he's the first man to drink a to actually crack and down an entire can of beer in the Pentagon.
Banned, by the way, which in hindsight's a horrible while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon, which is banned, by the way, which in hindsight's a horrible example because I actually did wear this shirt while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon.
Oh man, it tastes so much better knowing how much paperwork went into getting.
First one to finish a White Claw in the Pentagon.
Suck it! Son of a
Also, in my defense, before it even gets brought up in the comment section, I...
See? First man to finish a White Claw in the Pentagon. He downed that thing.
Suck it! Son of a bitch!
Also, in my defense, before it even gets brought up in the comment section, I did not get to choose the type of alcohol, okay? I would have chose Busch Light all day and tomorrow, but when life gives you White Claws in the basement of the Pentagon, you chug them. That's my bad, disregard. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across to you is nobody's going to Little Caesars because they want really good pizza, okay? Little Caesars is for mom that has been working 40 hours a week and is driving home and doesn't want to cook dinner, and then she sees a Little Caesars and is like, holy shit, I can feed myself, my husband, and my 2 kids for $6.99 by buying a pizza, crazy bread, and marinara sauce.
Done. Whoops. But yeah, done. I'm so dead tired. I'm so done with everything right now. I'm just going to go in, grab something simple, $7, throw it in the car, drive home, and we're good.
Okay, and the craziest part about that everybody has to respect is the fact that Little Caesars Pizza has been $5 since 1997, okay? It is the Arizona tea of the pizza world. Whoever runs Little Caesars and Arizona tea should be put in charge of the U.S. economy. And we're going to talk about how they managed to keep the prices that low right after a word from our sponsor.
Those two, the dude in charge of the Costco cafeteria and the people in charge of the IKEA's cafeteria. Those people need to be put in charge of the economy, motherfuckers. It's the pizza you buy after school with your allowance, and you eat in the parking lot with Slurpees. Exactly. Because you know damn well if you brought that home, you have to share it with everybody, or you get in shit for blowing your allowance on pizza. That's why
Ben, what's up?
Hey, I need a boombox.
Okay, I can go get you one.
Perfect.
All right, I'll go get it now. Love you.
Love you.
All right, bye.
1 hour later.
Where's that boombox that I asked for?
Oh, it's right here. I got it for you.
What is this?
The boombox.
No, I wanted something to play music with.
Oh, that kind of boombox. Yeah,
I feel like he's done this skit a couple times.
I got this instead.
Okay, we'll go to the store and get me a boombox so I can listen to music.
Can I keep this one still?
I don't care.
This video
I can already tell he's American. Really? That's a boomstick, sir, not a box. Exactly. Who calls it a boombox anymore? I don't know. His wife?
is brought to you by Delete Me, okay? Super simple business model. You give them money, they turn around and they make sure that online data brokers are not selling your personal information online. Okay, here's the deal. Pretty much anytime you use a free service on the internet and you click that little box that says, I agree to the terms and conditions, you've basically just agreed to allow them to...
I can tell he's American that he wanted to replace one terrible beer with an equally terrible beer. Fair. I mean, I can't talk. I don't drink beer. That's a funny one. It's the 2020 ladies' turn on Spotify or Pandora. True.
Harvest as much of your personal information as humanly possible. They then turn around and sell that to online data brokers, and that's how they can afford to offer you a free service. But when you have Delete Me, they go and they monitor all of these online data brokers for your personal information, and then if they find it, they submit all the opt-out forms on your behalf, so they have to take down and stop selling that information. So when you buy Delete Me, you're not actually buying anything, you're just buying your way out of all the negative consequences of all the free shit that you've already gotten. And because they continue to monitor those data brokers, you're buying yourself out of all the future negative consequences of all the free shit that you haven't even gotten yet. So if you want to give Delete Me a try, there's going to be a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right, our story begins on July 20th, 1929, when a young Mike Ilitch is born, the son of two first-generation immigrants. Like pretty much everybody born at this point in time, he grows up, he ends up joining the military, and he ends up becoming a United States Marine. Serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, meets a young lady by the name of Marion, ends up marrying her. Then he
Marrying Marion?
ends up playing pro baseball for the Detroit Tigers, the New York Yankees, and the Washington Senators. Unfortunately, he ends up getting a knee injury and is forced into early retirement. At this point,
I used to play baseball, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
that was like everything he was banking on, and he just has to start taking whatever jobs he can find. He's working as a handyman. He's working as a door-to-door salesman for aluminum awnings, literally just doing whatever he can do to get by. So him and his wife end up saving up $10,000, and they want to use that money to start up their own pizza place, and that's exactly what they do. And whenever you start a new business, the first thing you do is come up with a name. And Mike wanted to call it Pizza Treat, and his wife chimes in, is like, no, I hate that name. I want to name the restaurant after my pet name for you, Little Caesar. Which is weird because Mike, his average height, he was...
Really? Little Caesar's name is named after a pet name. That's funny.
5'9", Caesar was only 5'7", and Mike is significantly taller than his wife, so I don't know why she would come up with the name Little Caesar. Wait, Little Caesar always depicted by stabbing his spear into a pie. Wait, pull up a picture of the Little Caesar. Holy shit.
That's a peanut.
Wait, was this a Marine Corps dick joke the entire time?
A peanut joke? Okay. That's a... Okay, that's... Oh no.
Conflicted. On one hand, my childhood is ruined, but on the other hand, it's a multi-billion-dollar Marine Corps dick joke, which is just perfect. I wonder if Melinda Gates is who came up with the name Microsoft. Sorry, we're getting way off track. Little Caesar...
Oh no. Oh my god, I've never thought of that joke. Oh no. Oh god, that's horrible. Great, now I can't unhear that. I know that the soft in Microsoft stands for software. But also, it might be Cope. Who came up with the idea of calling it software.
Caesars was originally Little Caesar's Pizza Treat, and it opened up in 1959, and their slogan was Pizza Pizza, which is the most Marine Corps slogan of all time.
Pizza, pizza.
Just say whatever it is twice. Except, of course, in Canada, Pizza Pizza was already trademarked, so they had to go with quality instead.
Nerd alert!
Let me hear you say,
Right out of the gate, their first restaurant is a huge success, and they end up franchising and getting another location open within the first 3 years. Then they start opening up Little Caesars all over the country. It's a huge chain, and somewhere along this line, they end up ditching the original name of Little Caesars Pizza Treat and just shorten it to Little Caesar, which I'm never going to be able to say the same ever again now. Is this why the breadsticks are so thin?
It's just a penis joke the whole time. Because the physical components are the hardware. But who call it the hardware? It's all just a penis joke.
So business is going great. They start opening up restaurants all over the United States. They've even got some up there in Canada. They keep the company privately owned, so they get to make all the decisions. Everything's going great. They're making a ton of money, at which point Mike sets his sights on going and buying the favorite team that he played for when he was a professional baseball player, the Detroit Tigers. He wants to own the entire team, and he's got the money to do it. But in 1998, the CEO of Domino's, his direct competitor, bought the team out from underneath him.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, this is a Marine. This is shots fired. This means absolute war. So what ends up happening is Mike still wants to own a sports team. So what he does instead is he ends up buying the Detroit Red Wings, the hockey team, and under his command, they do great, start winning a bunch of games.
This is becoming so regular, we should just have Michigan Day at the White House when the Red Wings come.
The Tigers, on the other hand, are doing absolutely terrible under the ownership of the CEO of Domino's, so he's forced to sell, and by 1992, Mike is able to buy the Detroit Tigers as well. And under his ownership, the Detroit Tigers start doing awesome as well, but Mike is not about to forget what the CEO of Domino's did.
I don't even think you really know what a bad day is.
So in 1993, right after...
I hold grudges, buddy. I hold grudges. That was a John Wayne movie? Probably. It looked like one.
He bought the Detroit Tigers, Mike launches the Big campaign for Little Caesars, which kicks off what is today known as the Pizza Wars. At this point in time, there's 3 major pizza chain restaurants in the United States of America. You've got Little Caesars, Domino's, and Pizza Hut.
How does it make you feel? It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
And Little Caesars...
Oh my god, it scared the shit out of that little kid. How does that make you feel? It makes you... It doesn't matter, motherfucker!
Caesars comes up with a brilliant marketing plan of what if we just sold big-ass pizzas. So they had their big promotion where they just sold a massive pizza and said that it was bigger than all the other pizzas on the market. That went so well and they made so much money that they actually started to make more money than Domino's, at which point Pizza Hut fired back by launching their Sasquatch pizza. And then Domino's came in with their Dominator pizza. It was literally a nuclear arms race of the pizza world. It was the golden age of pizza fast food. Then in 1997, after the pizza wars subsided, Little Caesars needed to have their next big promotion, and what they went with was hot and ready. They decided to shift the entire direction of the company. They weren't going to focus on dine-in. They weren't going to have dine-in at all. They weren't going to deliver. It was going to be, you can walk in, pick up your pizza. Not only can you pick up the pizza, it's going to be there, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be ready. It's already done, and it's cheap as fuck. It's brilliant. It's cheap, it's fast, it's highly effective. You're a mom taking her kid to soccer practice, and you forgot, oh shit, it was my turn this week to bring the food to feed all the kids after soccer practice, and then you drive by, see a Little Caesars, and know that you can pick up 5 pizzas for like $30. The day is saved.
And let's be perfectly honest, those kids don't give half a shit that they've eaten the same Little Caesars pizza for the like 8th tournament in a row.
And only focusing on pickup is actually part of the reason that the food is so cheap, because the buildings don't need to be that big. They can occupy these little tiny commercial areas because all they need is a kitchen and like a 3-foot wide area with a cash register for people to pay when they pick up their pizza. You're not wasting money on a dining area, you're not wasting money on delivery drivers, and that's a big part of why they managed to keep the pizza price at $5. On top of that, they did everything as cheaply as possible. Their marinara sauce is literally from concentrate, so the employees just dump this can of concentrated tomato paste in and mix it with water, and that's what the sauce is.
That looks horrifying. Okay, wife was married to Papa John's pizza guy. Cheated on him with the Pizza Hut pizza guy. Oh. Well, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. The first NTR anime was a commercial.
And then they use the cheapest cheese they could get their hands on. And then for the dough is actually the good part, because the dough is actually made fresh every single day, because buying pre-made dough was more expensive than just making dough in-house. So the dough is actually really fresh, and that's why the crazy breadsticks are so good.
Got all this large pie.
Yes, those The crazy breadsticks are so good. Oh my god, I could eat so many of those things. What's up, crazy? Me too. I have no idea where the closest Little Caesars is. I haven't looked for one yet. Kind of want one now. I've had so much pizza since I moved up here. I'm starting to get tired of it. But we'll see. Crazy bread. Oh, I could go for some.
And the crazy bread and the sauce for $6.
Somehow they managed to keep the price of the pizza $5 flat until 2022. It literally took a global pandemic that forced people to stay in their houses and not interact with people to get them to raise the price of their pizza. That's incredible. Okay, just for the record, gas prices alone went up 231% during that same time frame. We're not even going to talk about the housing market, and somehow these guys managed to keep the pizza at $5. And guess how much they were forced to raise the pizza price by in 2022? 55 cents. The pizza is now, to this day, still $5.55. And in exchange for the price increase, you got 33%.
Unless you're in Canada.
More pepperoni on your pizza. Okay, and why does this happen? For the same exact reason that it happened with Arizona Tea. Okay, it is a privately owned company. They are not worried about getting more money for all of their shareholders. Once the owner has enough money to go out and buy all of his favorite sports teams, there's no reason to raise the price on the product, right? As long as he's still making money, he's happy. So that's exactly what he keeps doing. Okay, is Little Caesars cutting corners on the pizza? Yeah, it's their entire business model is to make the cheapest pizza possible, okay? But unlike most other companies, Little Caesars
should have made it $6.66. Hell's frozen over, and it's pizza in Canada. That's the slogan. And yeah, once again, W privately owned company. The owner's still making money, so we're good. We're golden. Who cares? We don't have to pander to some assholes who just want more money than what the company can actually give you, so they're trying to make thousands of changes that don't do shit and end up just driving the company into the dirt. And that's when they decide, okay, we're just going to sell our assets and don't care. Privately owned businesses, I love them.
Takes all that cost savings and passes it along to the customer, not giving it to their shareholders. Buh! I don't care if it's cheap, it still tastes like cardboard. Buh! You know what? Keyboard warriors would know exactly what cardboard tastes like, wouldn't you?
Take that, you shits. You don't need to be greedy if you make enough money to pay for your whole town. Exactly.
I bet you could differentiate brands of Windows by the taste. And you know what? I'm willing to concede. Is Little Caesars the best pizza if I'm judging by taste? Absolutely not. But you know what? It still tastes better than Italian pizza.
It's not great. It's not horrible. You're gonna get fat.
Buh! How can you even say that? The Italians literally invented pizza, and that's how it's supposed to be. Italian pizza has to be the best by default. Buh! A, no it doesn't. B, that doesn't even make sense, okay? You can say what you want about Little Caesars pizza, but at least they figured out how to spread the cheese evenly. Okay, Italian pizza
Italians were not the first to make pizza. Haha. I like fast food pizza, but it's not better than Italian. Oh yeah. What he's arguing is that because it's not the best pizza, it's terrible pizza, and thus you shouldn't eat it. He's pretty much just saying, like, look, man, yeah, it's not the best pizza. I like it better than this Italian stuff because, listen, there is less cheese on this pizza that he's showing than there's pepperoni on this one. Okay, there is less cheese.
is literally like, what if I had bread with tomato paste all over it and then I threw 4 giant cheese balls on top? Okay, no, why would you do that? I want the next bite of pizza to taste exactly.
As long as he doesn't add pineapple on it, we're good. Honestly, I could go for some sweet. I like the pineapple.
Exactly like the last bite of pizza because pizza's fucking delicious. Okay, I don't care if the Italians did it first. They did it wrong, okay? Just because something's first doesn't mean it's the best or the right way to do something, okay? The Model T was the first mass manufactured car. That doesn't mean that the Model T is better than my F-150, but it gets better.
True. That poor cheese having its balls on pizza. And yes, Sean, I'll eat pineapple on pizza. It's yummy.
Because not only did Mike manage to keep the price of the pizzas low simply because he could afford to and he's a good guy, he also took a ton of the profits that he made because he was making so much money and
Nice,
did
Luna.
a bunch of philanthropy. He created the Little Caesars Love Kitchen, which was a mobile Little Caesars that they would drive into natural disaster areas and give out free food to people. He
Hell
helped with
yeah.
veterans charities. He funded youth hockey leagues. In 1994, when Rosa Parks was attacked because she lived on the bad side of town, Mike heard about this and then got her into a nicer apartment on a nicer side of town and paid her rent for the rest of her life and never even told anybody. Dude didn't do it for PR, didn't do it for the good press, literally just did it because it was the right thing to do and nobody found out about it until he passed away. And when he did pass away in
Damn.
2017 at the age of 87 years old, his widow became one of the wealthiest women in the entire country. Okay, that's the American dream. Dude goes off, serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, finds a beautiful girl, marries her, plays professional baseball, blows out his knee, dreams are ruined, doesn't give up on himself. Goes out, starts a business, makes so much fucking money that he buys the sports team he used to play for and a couple of other
Damn.
sports teams. Does it all without being greedy, cutting corners to screw over his customer. He cuts corners to save the customer money so even poor people can afford to buy their kids pizza. And then with all the extra money he makes, he does a bunch of charity work and then dies at 87 years old, leaving his widow a billionaire like a complete fucking gangster. And the cherry on top, the entire thing was based off of one big elaborate multi-billion-dollar dick joke, which is a title that only a Marine could achieve. This video is so unhinged, I don't even know how to end it. I guess just like, be like Mike, you know, never give up on yourself, never compromise your morals to make more money. If you can do charity work along the way, that's great. And apparently making dick jokes works. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out.
Oh my god. Guys, and it doesn't stop there. I'm blue balls. Holy Christ. Man, that's I'm actually finding so much more respect for certain companies and all that, like just through this dude. I mean, you made a nipple joke the other day. Ow. I'm getting bonked. Whack! Hey, did you enjoy that? Was it funny? Well, come and check it out live over on twitch.tv/freeform_art. Make sure you put the _art. We have lots of fun there. We enjoy ourselves, and we want to see you over there. So come on and hang out. See you in a bit.